Hello Year 5, welcome back. It's Miss Biggs again. Here's your Thursday maths lesson. Today we're going to learn to divide 4-digit numbers by 1 digit. Please record the date, learning objective, flashback 4 and do these 4 calculations in your book. Use the method we learned last lesson to tackle this one. Remember, area means one side times the other. Dividing by 100, finding our nearest 10 when we're rounding, and time. Here are the answers. 635 divided by 5. 500 divided by 5 is 100. The 100 that's left divided by 5 is 20, and 35 divided by 5 is 7, so the answer is 127. 25 times 25, thinking back to skills from last week, 625 centimetres squared, remember. 43,000 divided by 100, 430. Rounding to the nearest 10, we can see, remembering 27 will round up to 30. That's its nearest 10, and the rest stays the same. Over on the time, it's before 6 o'clock, so it's 5:50 AM or PM, 05:50 hours, or 17:50 hours. Let's look at the learning for today. So, we are dividing 4 digits by 1 digit. Get ready and try these calculations. Make links with the one before. Let's look at those answers. 48 divided by 4, it's in our times table. 4 times 12 would make 48. If we know that, 480 divided by 4 is just 10 times bigger, 120. 72 is in our 9 times table, so 72 divided by 9 is 8. And then we're using to work backwards. Now, we've made 8 into 800. We made it 100 times bigger. This stayed the same, so we need to make this one 100 times bigger, which is 7,200. Let's learn for today. There are 4,884 crayons, and they come in packs of 4. So we're dividing them up into packs of 4. How many packs are there? Well, we could draw out packs of 4, but you could see that would take us a long time to get there. That's not an efficient method. We could use counters to represent each crayon, but again, not an efficient method, and we're likely to make mistakes as we try and get up to this number. So we're going to build on our skills from the last few lessons. We're going to use a place value chart, and this time we need to have our thousands column. And we're going to make links today into the formal, efficient written method. So we put the 4,884 that we're going to divide underneath the bus stop. And we're putting our divisor, we're dividing it into packs of 4. We put that on the outside to tell us what we are dividing by. Let's build this number now into our place value chart. So we have 4,884. As you can see, we're dividing it by 4, so I'm going to put them into groups of 4. How many groups of 4 do I have here? I have one group of 4. So we record that over here as one group of 4. 4 divided by this 4 is one group of 4. Into our hundreds column, how many groups of 4 can I make? I can make one group of 4, two groups of 4. And we write that 2 here. 4 times 2 makes 8. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Two groups of 4. In my tens column, how many groups of 4 can I make? 2, just like here. So we write that 2 there. In my ones column, I can make one group of 4. And that goes there, one group. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So our answer is, how many packs are there? There are 1,200 9,221 packs. Have a think and apply this method here. Build the number 9,306 into the correct places on the chart. Here I've recorded to help you 9,306 inside the bus stop and the divisor 3 on the outside. Have a go. Let's have a look at your answers. So we've built our number 9,000, 300s, no 10s, 6 ones. Let's see, we're dividing it by 3, so I want to put them in groups of 3. Let's look at that then. Here's one group of 3, 2 groups of 3, 3 groups of 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3 groups. Into my hundreds column, how many groups of 3 can I make? I can make 1 group of 3. So I record that there. In my tens column, there are no 10s to group, so I write that as no groups. Then in my 6 ones, how many groups of 3 can I make? I've got 1 group of 3, 2 groups of 3. I record that as 2 groups of 3. So the answer to this calculation is 3,102. Let's try it again with this one. Build the number first and write the calculation into the correct formal method. Here I've got 4,324 and we've recorded it here. So I'm now making it into groups of 2 because we're dividing by 2. How many groups of 2 can I make here? 1 group, 2 groups. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. We record that there. In my hundreds column, you can see it's a bit more tricky. I can make 1 group of 2, so I will record that 1 group that I can make. But I can't just ignore this one that is left. So I need to do like we've done before. I will need to exchange this 100 for 10 10s in the next column. Here they go. And I add them on to the 10s that were already there. So now I have the 2 10s that were already there with 10 more 10s. And we would record that here, that I now have 12 10s. Now I'm doing how many 2s are there in 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups. So I record that here. Then I'm looking here, how many groups of 2 can I make? 1, 2. And I record it. So the answer is 2,162. Use that method where you may have to do an exchange for this calculation. Let's have a look together. Here we've built the number 6,110 and 5 ones. Let's have a look at how to do this. So we're now grouping into groups of 5. How many groups of 5 can I do here in the thousands column? I want to put it in a group of 5. There is 1 group, so I record that 1 group over there. But I still have 1 of those thousands left, and I can't just leave it, I need to exchange it. So I will exchange that 1,000 for 10 of these hundreds. Let's have a look. We move over to 10 of those hundreds and we add it to the 100 that was already there. So I now have 11 hundreds. We record it like this with that 1 there. It now says 11 hundreds. We group them into 5, so there's 1 5, 2 5s. So I write the 2 5s there. And it leaves me with 1 of these hundreds. We know what to do now. We cross it and exchange it for 10 10s, which is added to the 1 10 that was already there. Well, let's think. How many groups of 5 can I make? I can make 1 group, 2 groups, and I have 1 left over. So I record the 2 groups here, and I record the 1 that is left over here. But in here, I exchange that for 10 ones. So I add them to the 5 ones that were already there, and I now have 15 ones. 15 grouped into 5s. We should know from our times tables that it will fit in 3 times. So the final answer is 1,223. Have a go now at numbers 1 to 3 on your worksheet. Welcome back. Let's move on to look at the next questions. If I have 3 skateboards costing £72.99 altogether, how much would it cost for one of those skateboards? So I'm going to take that £72.99 and I'm going to share it out across the 3 skateboards. I've recorded it like this, and as you can see, the decimal point from the calculation goes there, and I'm ready with my answer by putting this decimal point in here. So just as before, how many 3s will fit into 7? 3, 6. It will fit in twice. So I put the 2, but that will leave me with 1 left over, and that will go to here. 3 into 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. That fits 4 times. Then I move across. How many 3s will go into 9? 3, 6, 9. Fits in 3 times. And as you can see for the final ones, how many 3s into 9? We know it's 3. Go back to the question. How much does 1 cost? 1 skateboard. Here is the answer, but we need to record it as money. So we record that as 1 skateboard is equal to £24.33. Let's have a look at a slightly different question. There's a problem to solve here because not all the calculation is there. Let's build what we do know. We know 9 in the thousands, 4 in the hundreds, 2 in my tens, and I'm not sure yet how many ones. So I start with 9,000, and I know that the answer will be that there will be 3 groups. So I look here and think 3 into 9 will fit. It will fit 3 whole times. So I must be dividing by 3. So now I know my divisor, it makes the rest of the calculation so much easier. I'm now saying how many 3s will fit into this 4 in the hundreds. How many groups of 3 can I make? I can make 1 group of 3, so that will go here. I've got 1 of those hundreds left, and we know we can't leave it, so we exchange it for 10 of those tens. We record that over here as we now have 12 tens. The 1 that was left from here has gone across to make 10 of those tens, so we now have 12 tens. 12 divided by 3, we can see, is 4, and therefore 3. We've divided a number by 3 and the answer is 3. Well, we can see that from this one here. So there must be 3, 6, 9 from those 3 groups. So the answer is 3,143. You're now going to have a go at the rest of the worksheet, but just let's check that we're laying it out as expected in our book. So you can see here, you can pause the video, you can see here I've written down my 7 times table to help me because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places. I've used my 7 times table written down to help me see how many times it fits in and how many extra are left. Here's a written method to help you think about it. Have a go at the rest of the worksheet. For those that have got the extra questions, here is the red level challenge. You stick in each calculation and then record at the side to show your working or an explanation of how it works. For example, do you agree with Jack? Explain your answer. Jack is not correct because, and give an evidence to show why he is not correct. Spot the mistake. Explain and then correct it. So this is incorrect because what did they do or what did they forget to do? and then show us the correct working and the answer.